What's up, Dragon fans? It is now time for our fourth installment of Minecraft Survival. Before we jump on in, I do want to assure you that I have not made any progress. I did, however, do a little bit of beautification around the house, and I will show you all of that before we get back down into the ravine. Didn't have any chance to go down into the ravine and torch up. Mostly that was due to the fact that I was terrified that something would happen and I wouldn't be recording when all that popped off. So I did just some general housekeeping. I'll go through all of that before we leave. One thing you may notice if you were paying attention to the thumbnail when we got into it, I am actually much higher up in the house than I was when we left off last time. This is due to me coming across a mob that we hadn't seen before, and I wanted to give you guys a chance to see it before I outright murdered it. So, if you look down here with me, that right there is a baby zombie. Now, baby zombies are a lot like normal zombies. In fact, he's wearing an enchanted helmet, which we may see if we can get him to drop if we can kill him. However, they have two major differences. One, they are much shorter. So whereas a normal zombie would be 2 blocks high, baby zombies are only 1 block high. The other difference is this. Oh, he's got me. This bro is quick as lightning. In terms of zombies, he would be an Olympic runner. This man does not tire. He does not quit. He just comes at you until one of you is dead. In fact, in trying to get him in the house so that I could save him, to show you guys, I actually died 3 times before I successfully got up on top of my wool tower so where he couldn't attack me. And it was frustrating. But like I said, anytime something new happens, I do want to preserve it for when I am recording so that you guys can see it and not miss out. Because the last thing I want is for you guys to encounter something like that and not be able to handle it or not be prepared for it. So I'm noticing that the big zombies are starting to get set on fire. I don't know if he's protected because that's a feature of being a baby zombie, or if he's protected much like that other zombie was, the one that was wearing the gold helmet last time that we couldn't kill. So we're going to go ahead and get him now. We've seen enough of him running around. They're not terribly hard to get. Once again, zombies in any form, their danger is mostly in numbers or when teaming up with other mobs. Oh man, we didn't get his helmet. So again, just like other zombies, he drops zombie flesh. Not anything to write home about, but he was a special kind of zombie, so I did want you guys to see. Looks like this one was just dropped the stick he was holding. So let me go ahead and walk you through what's going on with the house. Let me get rid of these real quick. That was purely for self-preservation. So I pushed everything back towards the wall. If you recall last time, it was kind of sticking out. I've added a second side to the chest, making it a large chest so that we could put more useful items in here. I've been cooking some food because I don't anticipate coming out of the ravine anytime this episode unless we just run completely out of inventory space and need to come back and drop stuff off. But as you can see from my inventory, I've made 3 iron pickaxes to get ready for whatever it is that we may find down in the ravine. I've added another stack plus 20-ish torches, and like I said, food as far as the eye can see. So let me put some of these things that we got up. Stick we don't need, zombie flesh we don't need, map we don't actually need, so I'm going to put that up and we'll stick the wool in there. You may notice that I have 2 flowers here, and I don't know if I went through this the last time. So Minecraft has a multitude of flowers. We really haven't gotten into it because flowers for the most part are only good for dyeing things different colors, and we just weren't doing that anytime soon. But let me go ahead and make some room in the hotbar. We will kind of introduce you to, we'll do a little bit though because I did get these for a specific reason. So these red single flowers are called poppies. They are your primary source of red dye. In fact, they may be your only source of red dye. There is another red flower, but I'm not terribly certain if it can be crafted into uh, a color pigment or not. This blue one, I do think I mentioned last episode, is called the cornflower. This was meant to replace lapis that we got last time, to be your source of blue color dye. So the reason I've got these now is because I actually want to dye my bed purple. Purple is the dragon's signature color. Not many people know that, but there it is. So in order to dye the bed, I first need to get my dye colors. And you can do this in the... Get out of there. You can do this in the normal crafting menu in your inventory, or you can do it in the crafting table. It just takes one panel, so you don't actually have to do it in the crafting table if you don't want to. So we're going to just put that in there, and by itself it goes ahead and gives you the red dye. Same with the cornflower. You throw that in there, you get your blue dye. And then because we're looking to make purple, everybody remember this from kindergarten, red plus blue equals purple. Because we're putting in 2 different color dyes, we're getting 2 of the mixed dye colors back. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and break the bed. And so when you take a bed and take one of your dyes, boom, it gives you the new color bed. And you could do this, you could dye the wool before you craft the bed and you would get that same color bed. In the interest of being economic, however, I would suggest that you go ahead and make the bed out of white wool first and then dye it, because if you try to dye the wool first, you have to dye each of the wool blocks the color that you want, or you can't craft the bed. So instead of using 1 dye to get the purple, I would have had to go out and get enough to make 3 dyes and craft a whole new bed. And once again, that's just not really all that economic. So it made more sense just to go ahead and take the bed that I have and dye it that way. So our excess food should be ready. Looks like it is. Go ahead and move this down here. I don't think I'll need my other tools. I may need the shovel. I will move the shovel down here. I don't think I'll need all this food. In fact, let's just go ahead and keep 2 slots open. We'll go ahead and put the iron sword down here. I do want to run this stone sword out because it's just taking up inventory space that we don't need it to. And I'm not one to waste things if I can help it. So we'll go ahead and munch down on some cooked beef, and then we will head down to the ravine. Alrighty, and we'll just go ahead and head down the water spout. We've already kind of gone around the edge and looked for all the resources and stuff like that. I do want to focus primarily on that lava area that we found last time, because we could get some really good stuff down there. We already saw the redstone. I do want to go ahead and get that. That way, when like circuitry and stuff like that comes up, we can go ahead and dive on into that. But that is not the only thing we might find, so I do definitely want to explore that area to the fullest. That way, whatever we can find, we can go ahead and find this episode. Alright, we didn't torch up that area. That means that the way I want is this way. Here we go. So, like I said last time, the redstone can only be mined with an iron pickaxe. So that is why I made 3. Still got a little bit of bugginess with the water. I don't know what's going on with that. Ooh, but I need to be careful because clearly it still wants to push me into lava. So, let's see if we can... There we go. Don't need all of this to block this off. Look at that chamber. So we definitely will need this entire episode and maybe part of the next episode, depending on how interesting this continues to be. I think I said this last episode. I want you guys to see everything that there is to see, but I don't want it to be at the expense of being an enjoyable watch. I don't pretend that you guys find me just fascinating as a personality. In fact, I would be a little bit Worried if you did. However, I do want to be as thorough as possible, so I don't want you guys to miss anything. So we will continue along. If I feel like it's getting repetitive or redundant, then we will move on to another aspect of Minecraft. This game is big and wide and beautiful, and there's so much world to see that, you know, one thing gets a little bit old, then we can always move on to something else. This world has so much to offer. Specifically this map, we had a good time with this map. I was surprised that we saw as much as early as we are. But that just means I can show you guys and teach you about it so that you can utilize it in your own worlds, if this is one of the ways that you were learning about Minecraft. I do want to get as much redstone as possible, because anything that has to do with circuitry almost exclusively has redstone in its crafting recipes. So anything that you would connect to redstone, or anything that would be something that you could power, or any machines that you would make, oftentimes if you don't have to connect redstone to it, you have to use redstone to make it. So we do want a healthy supply of that as we go. So the one thing I am hoping to run into is diamond or gold. I've talked about it enough times that I want to show you what it looks like. That way it's not just some ambiguous concept that you guys hear me talking about episode after episode. I do want you to have something tangible, in a sense, to put your eyes on, know what it looks like. When you come across it in your own world, you don't have any questions like, what is this? And in the meantime, it looks like we're getting a little bit more iron too, so this is excellent. I do think it's safe to say that iron procurement is at an all-time high. Alright, there seems to be some iron across the way there, so let me start making cobblestone bridges across this lava. If I'd have been smart, I would have brought the bucket of water. That way I could just lay it down and it would turn everything to obsidian. Ooh! Okay, so this right here, this yellowish ore, that looks kind of like the iron, only more yellow. This is gold. So in the same way that iron drops the unusable block when you mine it, so does gold. Gold is the other thing that you have to throw in a smelter in order to get the usable ingot. We got gravel trying to kill us again. This seems familiar. So yeah, that was one of the things that I wanted you guys to see. Goodness. Let's see if I can cordon this off in order to get this iron. There we go. Nothing else will tempt me now. So yeah, this is gold. Gold as a material for armor and weapons isn't the best. I would say as a last ditch effort, use it for those kinds of things. It does do decent damage as a sword. It does do okay as a tool component. So like it chops okay for an axe, or digs fine for a shovel, or it picks well for a pickaxe. The problem with gold, and I love this about how they developed this in the game because it mirrors real life. The problem with gold is that it is extremely malleable, and this is a true fact for real life. If anybody didn't know, is gold is very pliable. It means it can be compressed, squeezed, stretched, formed into different shapes quite easily. It takes very little effort to do. The problem with that in Minecraft is that it doesn't last very long. So you see how the durability on my sword and my pickaxe here is running down. I don't know that I've explained this in detail. Anything that is a tool, that is a piece of iron, or I'm sorry, a piece of armor, anything that you utilize and that's not just a resource consumable or otherwise. It all has a durability rating. So with each hit that the armor takes when somebody attacks me, or with each strike of a pickaxe, for each block I mine, for each tree I chop down or piece of dirt that I mine through, each enemy that I kill, all that kind of thing, it all takes a toll on the item's durability. And there are ways to mend your items. So if you get a really good diamond sword and you're worried because it's about to lose all durability, don't worry. There are ways to repair it and things like that, and I can definitely show you that when those things come around. But you do have to worry about things losing their durability because just like real life, Minecraft does kind of employ wear and tear when it comes to weapons, armor, and tools and the like. All right, this is pretty deep. You see me putting some down and it doesn't cover the lava. That's because it's actually putting it 2 or 3 blocks down. I'm having to stack it on top of one another before it actually encompasses the entirety of the lava. All right. So we're kind of paying ourselves back with the iron here. All the tools that we're making with it. And we seem to be coming to the end of the lava pool. We're getting more back into a cave water situation. There goes my shovel. Hopefully we won't have to dig through too much dirt while we're down here. Another thing that I'm hoping to find, if we can kind of stumble across it, is either an abandoned mine shaft or a dungeon. And I talked about both of these earlier. I don't know if it was last episode or the episode before that, but dungeons in Minecraft are just little places where monsters spawn, and they tend to have some decent loot, definitely for where we are progress-wise in the game. The loot's actually pretty good. And so when we go in there, we either have to light up the area enough to where the monsters don't spawn anymore. More gold, yes. Let me torch this place up so we can get this stuff safely. Okay, this is a whole deal. So yeah, either we have to break the spawner that the mobs are originating from, or we have to light up the area enough to where the mechanics of the game keep the monsters from spawning. In either case, let's just swim up here and plug this hole. In either case, however, once we accomplish that, there are 1 or 2, depending on, once again, seed and other factors. Goodness gracious, I'm having a time and a half getting up this thing. Almost lost my train of thought. So yeah, there are chests in that area that will allow us to get things that we may or may not be able to get on our own. Definitely one thing was the saddle that I mentioned last time. Those can only be found in chests because there is not currently a crafting recipe in vanilla Minecraft. And I don't know if there is a plan in the works to get a recipe. So for the sake of your worlds, if you're looking to tame a horse, ride it around, have fun, you may want to start exploring further into mines if you haven't already, and that way you can hopefully come across a dungeon in order to see about getting you a saddle. Some other things that can be found, I know used to be you might be able to find a record, and there are currently 13 or 14 records in Minecraft that you can listen to. You can actually craft a specific block called a jukebox, and I mean it's exactly what it sounds like. It is a music playing device, and if you happen to get a record, then you can throw it in there, listen to it. I've got my game audio turned all the way down so that it's not registering twice. So we probably won't be using records. I don't know. I may play a record just to give you guys the ability to listen to it, even if I can't hear it. Alrighty. That's all a good bit of redstone right there. I see more light, which probably means more lava. And of course we can't say no to iron. Looks like we're about to go through our first pickaxe. Make sure there was, oh, there is some more iron over here. You know what that means. Goodness. It just doesn't stop, does it? It doesn't end. It just keeps going. Like, part of me just wants to skip everything that we've already seen and already collected to see just how far this goes, but I have a really, really, really sinking feeling that it'll never, ever stop. Okay, it stopped. That puts me at a little bit of ease. So we can go ahead and collect. Oop, there goes the first one. Go ahead and collect things on our way back. Tell you what, we will not be hurting for iron for the foreseeable future. Oh, there's a bat. Hey, bat. I think at some point or another, every Minecrafter in the business who saw bats first get introduced had such high hopes for them, and then we realized they don't do anything, and we were disappointed. I do want to tell you guys this story. So, speaking of bats, I did, so usually I go working out later in the afternoon into the evening because of my work schedule. Lapis. And so normally, this is just the time that I go. But especially now that it's getting colder, the days in the year are getting shorter, I am finding myself leaving the gym a lot later. Well, not necessarily later, but it has been darker on the times that I leave the gym. So I want to say it was either last week or the week before. I was walking out of the gym. I'd just gotten done playing an excellent game of racquetball. I am a huge racquetball enthusiast, just so you guys know. And there was just this faint swoop sound, and I thought to myself, okay, that's either a bird or a bat. I will finish this story and then I will tell you what that is right there. And we are going towards that right now. And I just thought to myself, oh, I've played Minecraft before. I know what bats are. And sure enough, no sooner had I said that, but the bat swooped again. And I was like, yep, that's a bat. He was snagging bugs out of the air by the streetlight, is how I saw him. All right, story over. So, oh, yes. So, this is the moment that I've been waiting for. This, guys, this is diamond. This is, as far as vanilla Minecraft is concerned, the most durable crafting material in the game. So it makes the hardest and toughest armor. It makes the longest lasting weapons and tools. And this is everything that you ever want to do and find in Minecraft is get diamond, keep it, get enough to make armor, get enough to make weapons, tools, all of it, because this will last you much, much longer than iron. And a whole heck of a lot longer than gold. So it only takes an iron pickaxe to mine, and as you saw there, much like coal, it drops the usable item rather than just an ore piece. So unfortunately, we only got 2 from that, but it means we are at the right place. So that was very exciting, and I legitimately stopped in my tracks when we saw it out of the corner of the screen. I was very excited. I did still want to finish the story, and there wasn't much story to say after that. I did cut it a little short because it didn't take us very long to make a path all the way over to it. But we are now in the zone. And I won't be terribly disappointed if this is all we find. I will be a little disappointed, but I won't be terribly disappointed if this is all we find. We have enough for a sword, so that's a decent start. But we are running out of things to make a path out of, so I may need to build over to one of these places and start digging out the side of the cave. I think I passed iron. I did. So actually, let's go ahead and build this path over here. But yes, first thing almost every time, and that's usually because of how much I find. Like I said, diamond is not terribly common. When you find it, you really only find it in small clusters of 1 or 2. I'm actually glad I mined that out first. That would have been horrible if we had tried to cross the sea and accidentally, or the sea, the lava, and had to deal with that. The coal, I do see it. We've got 24 right now. We've got enough back at the house. I'm not terribly worried about getting more coal. We can always come back for it later. I'm going to mine around this gravel because we did break our shovel. Don't want to spend too much time on this. Plus the stone is better for a path because it doesn't succumb to the laws of gravity. Alright, we're busting through. Alright, this seems to be where this part ends. More gravel. That's annoying. I'm not really willing to risk that, so alright, since this branch ends probably right about here, we'll go explore another branch. See if we can't find some more diamond. If so, yay us. We are on this journey together. Alright, we already said that branch is kind of closed off, so let's go back this way and return to the main area. Yeah, this was just me trying to explore. This wasn't even me picking a direction. I was just trying to light up the area. Oop. More lapis. And more diamond. I genuinely just jumped right there. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my gosh. I think that's the most diamond I've ever found at once. Alright, so we're going to stick around here for a little while. Guys, you have no idea how happy I am. Not only because we're finding the diamond, but we're finding all this lapis. I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm going to go ahead and commit this right now. No matter what we do in today's episode, we have enough things, ingredients, what have you. And after I died last time, I lost all my levels, so this 14 is me just trying to get back to where I was. But we have enough materials and lapis that we can actually start doing enchanting stuff. Now we will have to get one more thing for the enchanting, and that is obsidian. But obsidian can be mined with a diamond pickaxe, and only a diamond pickaxe. So now that we have diamond, that is now well in the realm of our abilities to do. Oh goodness. Haha, I did not see you there, sir. How about this? Hiya. Tried to take me out. I am glad. Oh my gosh, that was more lapis, wasn't it? I know. I'll go back to it. I really am trying to just find a lot of stuff instead of nitpicking like I was kind of last time going around the ravine. I am trying to just hit the highlights, especially because we're finding out just how much cave we've got here. I mean, it is the never-ending story of caves. So, I know I'm weak. I don't need any more iron. I'm paranoid at the same time. Really don't need any more gold. Actually, I say that. Gold is actually more useful than just crafting stuff. You can make a clock with it to... Oh my gosh. Did you see all those bad guys? We're going to try to... Ooh. We got an Enderman, a spider, a creeper. What else have I seen? And I know how that sounded. Enderman, spider, and creeper. Oh my. I don't think we'll take on the Enderman right now. I think we could if we had to, but they are easy enough to avoid. You just don't look them in the eye. And I think I said this last time. Any chance to not engage with bad guys is always the best option. So there we go. And we got a lot of bad guys here. I kind of hope that means we're near a dungeon. There you are. I thought I saw something moving over there, but I could not see all the way. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff here. Oh, my heart rate is only slightly elevated, but I'm having fun. This is not necessarily a new experience for me, but I think I've mentioned to you guys before. I mostly use Minecraft for the creative aspect. And to be in survival, and not only be in survival, but be in survival with a purpose, and that I'm, helping you guys out, explaining what we're doing here, what we're seeing. It's really nice having a purpose that's bigger than just me playing in a mindless game. I'm having a heck of a lot more fun with you guys than I would be on my own. So thank you guys for being here with me and being on this journey with me. I'm going to force myself to put a pause on the iron gathering. I realize it will always be here. Get this redstone, and then hopefully just put a pause on that. I will not put a pause on diamond. Like I said, that's rare enough to where we should take every opportunity to collect it. So this zombie came from up here. Does that mean there's a dungeon, or was he just here because it was dark? Looks like he was just here because it was dark. Alright, stay strong, dragon. Stay strong. It's just iron. You don't need it. Alright, we're lighting it up. Coming back to it. Look at that Enderman. Endermen are my favorite mobs of the game. In fact, let me show you what my character looks like. I actually have a custom skin, and I modeled it after the Enderman, just because I like them. I very much relate to them. That and their dimension has a dragon, so I very much... Who? Baby zombie! And see? Had you guys been in this game with me, you would have been prepared, because I showed you the baby zombie before we got down here. A regular spider. Haven't seen any cave spiders yet. They may only exist in the abandoned mine shafts, which we haven't actually gotten to yet. Goodness gracious, you see that guy? Oh, no! No! Bad spider. You almost cost us life. I'd rather not pay life. There's a lot more things in life that I have yet to do. Alright. Oh, and there's... I don't know if that's another Enderman or if that's the same Enderman. Hard to tell when you're dealing with it teleporting. Bad guy. Oop, there goes our stone sword. Good, we can go back to the iron sword. But hopefully zombie clusters mean dungeon. There's another zombie. be very careful not to hit the Enderman, because it won't matter if he's nice or not. Nothing likes for you to whack them with the sword. There will come a day where I do have to attack him, but that day is not today. Alright, I need to get this. It's bugging me that I'm not getting it. I have to get something. You guys haven't seen this to death, so there we go. I did it. I'm not sorry. I was severely hoping that... Oh, that was quick. Oh! I'm lighting this area like Christmas. I'm kind of surprised they're still spawning. I guess I haven't lit this area up yet. Oh, I really haven't lit this area up yet. Alright, skeleton. Not today. Not today, Satan! There we go. Ooh, my food is... I did not realize these things. There we go, now we can start regenerating health. Is this another corridor? Yeah, I'm gonna go down here. I shouldn't. I don't really actually want to, but yeah, we're going to. Oh, this leads back to the ravine. Okay. That's not so bad. Uh-huh. You guys. I saw that. This world is abusing us with the gravel. Okay, well, if that was the end of it, then that was the end of it. That wasn't the end of it, guys. Huh, that was not the end of it. There's a whole nother passageway. Mossy cobblestone. Okay, so let me address the extra gravel in the ceiling here. Good. That way we know what we're doing. Okay, so this mossy cobblestone here, this is what that looks like. I can go ahead and mine it because it's all on its own. We can do something with it later. It's not really all that important from a build standpoint or anything like that. Can't go too far because where we're going next is right there. But I do want to kind of get this area lit up, see if there's any diamond around. Gold, I'm going to put a halt on for now. There's another gravel ceiling. Guys, I got to stop with the gravel ceilings. I know it's not my fault. I'm not doing anything to bring it on, but seriously, got a lot of gravel. I'm rapidly running out of inventory space. I gotta stop exploring for a second. Okay. We seem to be... red mushrooms. Nope, 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 nope. One thing at a time, dragon. One thing at a time. I'm such a wuss when it comes to not mining things that I need. Alright. Alright. So, focus. Dragon. Eyes on the prize. This is what I was talking about when I said a dungeon. So dungeons are marked by mossy cobblestone, regular cobblestone, and as you can see, there are 1,000 skeletons in there. We just got them to start shooting each other. Which is the best thing they could be doing. And once they get done killing each other, we'll take whoever's left. Actually, I want to kill him because he's got an enchanted bow. Come on. Oop. Didn't mean for you to actually hit me. There we go. Haha, he did drop it. Okay. So this is good for us. Enchanted bows are good in general. And here we go. So rather than destroy spawner, which we could, we'll go through that loot in a second. I'm going to light it up because, as I mentioned earlier, skeletons are great for getting bones, getting arrows. As you can see, we just got an enchanted bow with Unbreaking 1. That's actually good. I'll start going over the enchantments as we get them, or as we get equipment that's already enchanted. Because there's a lot to really unpack with that. There's a lot of enchantments. I won't go through the entire list, but I will go through like the different kinds of enchantments that there are when we see something with an enchantment. Unbreaking is something that increases the durability of whatever it's enchanted. So Unbreaking 1, it goes all the way up to 3, but Unbreaking 1 is not bad as an enchantment when you first start out. But like I said, we'll preserve this to come back and just farm skeletons whenever we need arrows, whenever we need bones. That'll be great. All right, so the first thing, we already kind of looked inside. We got redstone, which is good. String we can use. We won't utilize it too much. Iron horse armor. That's great. When we get a horse, we'll be able to put that armor on it. That'll help him stay a little bit more durable. And a record. We'll put the zombie flesh in here. We don't need that. And, oh my gosh, the spider eyes. We don't need that. So everything else we're going to keep. This other one, golden horse armor. Okay. Here we go. Gunpowder. That's useful. A saddle. Guys, I don't have enough inventory space. All right, diorite I don't need. Granite I don't need. We're about to start prioritizing. Andesite I don't need. All right, so saddle. There's a bucket. Coal. Good. We can stack that on top of our existing coal. Beetroot seeds, which we may or may not actually need, but it's new. And for you guys, I'm going to take it. Gravel. Definitely don't need gravel, but we do want the enchanted book for respiration. Yes, because we can enchant our armor with that. Okay. This was a fantastic haul. So I'm actually going to mark this here. I'll save this last cobblestone. We definitely need to get a shovel and come back and clear all this out. That might be a piece of prep that I do for next time. If I can find my way back out. All right. Who knew that collapsing a granite or a gravel ceiling would be bad? Okay, I think this is, yes. So we will mark this corridor. Yep, because we're in the ravine now. So we marked that corridor as the corridor for our skeleton spawn. All right, now we need to go home. We definitely need to unload. We have so many things. Guys, we did such a good job. I am very proud of us. Proud of you guys for sticking with me. This has been a journey and a half already, and I just appreciate that you are on it with me. So let's swim. Just keep swimming, dragon. Just keep swimming. Swim, don't drown. All right, give out the iron sword because I don't know if it's day or night, and we may have to fight our way back to the house. All right, not that way. This way. Ooh, it's daytime. We're in luck. Alrighty. So, oh good, our trees are, wow, that tree grew a lot. Okay. Good thing that I increased the capacity of this chest. So, the redstone, that can immediately go in. I got 4 full stacks of redstone. The music disc, like I said, we may take a listen to that later. It's pretty low on the priority. We did get more than 4 stacks of redstone. It's not immediately important, though. The lapis, good haul on lapis. The coal we'll actually put directly into the furnace. String, gunpowder. The beetroot seeds we don't need right away. The bucket we don't need right away. The diamond we don't need right away, but I'm going to hold on to it for now. So good. Alright, so we definitely need to add some coal because we have a lot of iron to smelt. This is just fantastic, objectively. Alright, so that's the iron. We'll have the gold going in this side. Alright, so in the meantime, grab some sticks. Grab a stick. A stick, guys. Get out of here. So we'll be using the stick and 2 of our iron to enchant. Or did I say iron? Gosh, dragon. Know your materials. 2 of our diamond to enchant, or to craft. My words are escaping me. I'm just so excited. Alright, so crafted a diamond sword. So, as you can see, do a side-by-side comparison. The iron sword has a +6 attack. The diamond sword has a +7. When we start enchanting, we can increase that even more. So, the enchanted book we don't have quite the ability to get yet, so we'll stick that in there. Let's see. What else? We will stick the diamonds in here. The horse armor. All that for safekeeping. The stone we can put over in the comes out of a mine slots. You know what? I think it's high time that we go get us a horse. In fact, I might just steal a horse. Villagers don't ride horses, and yet one has one trapped in his yard. I've been eyeing this horse since we got here. Look at him. He's nice. He's coal black. I'm going to call him Smokey. Alright, so the way you tame a horse is you click left trigger. Wow, that did not go at all how I was thinking it would. You click left trigger in order to get on the horse. More times than not, he will buck you off, and when he bucks you off, it just looks like he'll raise on his hind legs, and you'll get bucked off just like that. Look, we got an achievement. Saddle up. So we've tamed a horse. So now that we've tamed this horse, and we did so, I don't know if you guys saw it, but we did so by, you just ride him over and over until little hearts pop out. That's essentially you've now broken the horse, and he's domesticated. So now that we have a horse, we can go ahead and put the saddle on him. So what I did right there was I got on the horse, and then I hit Y. And this accesses the horse's individual inventory. So you can do that. The saddle goes up in this saddle shape spot. And now he is officially rideable. You can steer him just like you would a normal directionality. I think this is a fence gate. Yep, this is a fence gate, so we can go through. I say we can go through. Guys, we can't go through the fence gate. Okay, so alternatively, horses can jump. You see that bar right there that shows up? That blue that goes to orange? Yep, that is the horse's jump. So you tap A to jump, and the longer you hold A, when you see that bar fill up, the higher they can jump. So horses have the capacity to jump over fences. And I just realized we don't have anywhere to store our horse. So we're going to make somewhere for that to happen. I'm going to stick him right here. Let me get out the axe. We won't chop the big boy tree down just yet. We'll chop the little snap tree down. I think I mentioned this before when I was going over the things that I did. These trees came about because I was planting saplings. So these are part of the prep work that I did before I started recording. I do want to be careful that the horse does not wander off, because even after they're tamed, they still have legs. Alright, Smokey, stay. Might have to put him in the house. Yeah, he'll be fine. I just need to craft some fences pretty quick. So this is going to be the quickest fence tutorial on the face of the planet. Alright, so for fences, you need these and you need sticks. So get out some more of these so that we can make some sticks. And we need 1, 2, 3. Alright. So now that we've got our sticks, Fences are 2 on this side, 2 on this side, and 2 sticks in the middle. I might have that backwards. I do not have that backwards. All right, so we'll need each one of these recipes gives you 3 fence posts. We'll need at least 9. Actually, let's go 12. Actually, let's just go until we run out of sticks, because I don't want to have to leave Smokey out there by his lonesome. I don't want him going to an early demise. All right. So we've got a fence, and I'm just going to put him right here. This makes the most sense. There we go. Still have 6 left. Okay, where is Smokey? Smokey! Smokey! Smokey has a small brain. There he is. And depending on what kind of Minecrafter you are, there's actually a way to... I didn't think this through. Look at me. I'm sitting in here with no way out. Back to what I was saying. Stay there, Smokey. I'm actually going to put Smokey in horse armor. Ooh. Actually, let me do this little cheat first. I realize I'm getting completely sidetracked for stuff, but I'm having to prioritize what we're doing. I will show you this much. Take 2 wool of any color and put them side by side like that. You get carpet. Now, carpet in of itself is no big deal. You can use it to carpet your house. I don't like it for carpeting my house, but I do like it for this. Normally, fence block is considered a block and a half high. The game considers that to be a block and a half tall. So you can't actually jump over fences. Whatever you enclose in the fence, animal-wise, they can't jump over it because animals can only jump 1 block high. The horses, you saw that little equestrian jump I did over the fence. The horses do not do that on their own. But there is a little Minecraft hack that if you put a piece of wool on top of a fence, and we'll just do it right here to minimize the impact, you can actually jump on top of the wool. I have my overhang, so that's actually a mistake. We'll set this one down here. You can actually jump on top of the wool, and because the wool overhangs, it's not technically on top of the fence, so the wool is simultaneously 1/2 higher and 1 block high. So you jump on the edge, you see that I kind of go up, that's me hitting the fence height, and then I can just go in. So we'll get on Smokey, we'll throw his iron horse armor. I'm going to use iron horse armor because, like I said, with gold, the durability isn't all that great. So now that Smokey's got iron horse armor, he's ballin', he's shot calling, he is the most blinged out horse in all of Minecraft. All right. So I'm going to do a couple more things, and then we will call it a day, call it an episode. I think we will put a pause on the cave exploration. Everything that we needed to find, we've pretty much found now that we've discovered diamond. If it turns out that we need more diamond, we can always go back and get some. I can always do that off camera. But I will show you guys one more thing that I want to make before we call it, and then we will wind it down for the day. So I'm going to take this iron out. We've got enough. And if you take 9 ingots of iron and fill up all the panels, you get a block of iron. Blocks of iron, for the most part, are simply aesthetic. If you want to build iron walls, you can. It seems like an extreme waste of iron to do that in survival mode, but I do it in creative mode all the time. So you get 3 blocks of iron. Put those along the top. This is the only use for blocks of iron that I know of besides making an iron golem, and we might do that next episode to replace the one that died when we got here. Alrighty, so we've got an anvil. So anvils are good for repairing and enchanting. So I want to put this one right here, and I want to use it because this unbreaking bow needs a little bit of a pick-me-up. And also, I think I have a bow here. Yeah, we'll use both of these in order to repair the enchanted one. So the way this works is you put whatever you want to repair or enchant in the first slot. You either put a repair item, or if you're using a book of enchanting, you'll put the book of enchanting here. And then it'll give you, as you can see, the meter, the unbreaking bow's meter durability has gone much higher. All right, so we'll take that out. It does cost some levels, and since I'm going to be getting it all the way back up to full, you'll see that the enchantment cost right here, it'll tell you how many levels that costs. And so it cost me 6 levels, or maybe 5, I didn't see, which we more than had. I guess we had 19 at the time. So now we've got our enchanted bow. I'm going to put that up. We'll put the rest of the iron in here. And look at that. We got 124 plus whatever's still going in this furnace. There we go. So we've got a lot of iron. Clearly, I can stop mining iron. Also, I can never stop mining iron. But we've got enough. This will definitely suit us for everything we're going to do for the foreseeable future. And do a little bit of inventory management. But yeah, there we go. So we've got plenty of arrows. We probably need to make a few more torches, but that'll be something, like I said, I could do that off camera to not bore you guys to death. But tell me what you guys thought in the comments. We got a good bit done today. Like I said, I was able to show you guys changing the color of the bed, got a horse, found a dungeon, found diamond. We did a lot of good today, and I think this was a very, very constructive episode. But once again, if you've got anything you want to see specifically, if you need for me to go back and do something again in order to show you something, if you want me to go find another dungeon, or if you want me to reactivate the dungeon that we saw so that we can better go over that together, I don't mind doing that. Just let me know down in the comments below. Other than that, thank you for being on this journey with me, guys, and I will see you next week. All right, bye.